Okay, so I found an undead lair, and I am going to show you how to beat them. So sometimes the first room will indeed get mobbed. It's not that going to be scary though. I mean, it's only going to be mobbed by these guys at best, and these guys don't do too much damage, nor are they that fast, nor that scary, nor that powerful. And most rooms are going to be filled with just these skeleton guys, and they are really no big deal. Now, you do need to watch out for the traps. So I'll tell you if I see one. I saw one earlier, but I think I already accidentally killed it. My bad. But, yeah, there. That's a trap. That's a deadly kind. That's a square trap. If you stand on that, you will likely die. The key is, don't stand on it, and shoot it. One shot will kill it. And then you can move on. Then you go on to the next one. And you kill these guys. Those guys can rush pretty nastily. If they get on top of you, they can do a lot of damage. But they're not that fast. They're not that dangerous. Unless you get hit by this slowed blast, they're not that bad. You just do that. And another trap. And if you get too close, they'll set off. And as long as you don't keep walking towards them, you should be fine. So that's why these are actually a very, very easy dungeon. And I'm going to now just pause the video and skip ahead to when I'm at the boss, because it is easy enough that I can do that. I'm just unpausing for a second just to show you that there is another type of trap in this room. And one of those big guys that can do a decent amount of damage and have confused, so just watch out for them. But there's another kind of trap in this room right over there, and unlike the other trap, this one isn't as deadly, but it shoots in all directions like that. See, it shot in 360, so you just want to watch out for those as well. Another thing to mention, this is a slime room. They're probably the hardest rooms in this dungeon, and that's including the boss room, just because there's so many of them, and even the small guys, they do just as much damage as the big guys. So if you have an AoE attack, which a lot of classes do indeed have, this is the time to use it, is on this room. Because it's really gonna get the most use out of this room, and this is the only room that actually can kill a high-level character if they're not careful. But if you're careful, again, it's nothing at all to be worried about. When you start taking damage, you run. The bullets aren't that fast. You can outrun them, and it's not that big a deal. Once you clear, part of the room, you can kind of sneak in and strafe, and the bullets are dodgeable if you have enough skills. So it's not the end of the world. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna point out this situation. This is a particularly tough situation because it's gonna be hard to enter the room because there's a trap there. So first you want to disable that trap. Then you've got a bunch of slimes right here that are really close to the entrance, so they're really hard to kill, which, I mean, there's really no better solution than just get a little bit of damage in and then run. A little bit of damage and run. A little bit of damage and run. And special, to do a lot of damage. And it's still not infeasible if you just don't rush. But as you saw, that if I was rushing, and I just decided to rush in and go like this, I'd be in trouble. So now let's move on to the boss room. With max speed, this is one of the easiest bosses. I'd say he's easiest than because you see how he shoots these little, like this little triangle or triskelion of little white things that do 75 damage. You have enough speed that you should be able to just wander around and stay between two arms of it. If you're catching up to it, go away from him. If you're getting too far from him, sneak forward. And if you're necromancer, you can heal off the group if you mess up. He's actually really easy. This part's easy. And as long as you keep moving, his little minions just wander around chasing you, and they become impotent. It's a good word, impotent. Unuseful, pointless. So yeah, you just want to keep, attacking him. I don't know any way to dodge these brown quiet attacks. If anyone knows how, I would very, very much like to know, because as a necromancer, I love being a necromancer, and as a necromancer, being quieted is the end of the world, basically. But even so, this is still an easy boss. You just keep circling him, and his minions will end up chasing you around and around in a circle. He doesn't have that much health, and he has extremely long periods of vulnerability. This is the reason I have had four Doom Bows, and I traded them for some stuff. Then I just drink the pot, and Realm Portal. Easy peasy. Simple dungeon. Really simple. I'd say it's probably the easiest dungeon. It's going to be like you can easily get all your wisdom potions out of that without any problems. Pretty much no matter what your class is. Interestingly enough, if you're a rogue, you can actually skip past most of the rooms. Like, you can skip past, especially slime rooms by hiding. Just watch out for the traps, because if you step on the trap, you will get killed. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.